So Ubisoft says that Star Wars Outlaws performance contributed to Assassin's Creed Shadows delay. I feel like everybody and their fucking dog could figure that out. You didn't have to be a fucking in-depth analyst to look at that and go, the timing seems to line up pretty fucking convenient.
I actually think you have to be a pretty big detective to find out about this, if I'm being honest.
Fair play, Moz.
Thanks,
Fair
Columbo.
Play. But in its recent earnings call on Wednesday, the studio was asked about Assassin's Creed delay and whether there was a possibility of another one late 2025. Frederick Druget reiterated that the game has been feature complete and that the delay was done to add more polish to the game as opposed to anything else. We wanted to make sure that the delivery of the experience is impeccable on day one. Impeccable. So that was the purpose of that decision. So we have a good visibility for the game and to be delivered with great experience by mid-February with great quality. And again, I will go back to my previous drawing of what this game is going to look like when it comes out in February. You're going to have Monster Hunter Wilds and Kingdom Come Deliverance spit roasting this game. This is what's going to happen in February.
Honestly, they should have just released it because it's not going to be the bugs and that everything that people hate. It's not going to be, there's a bit of flashing in the water, it looks awful, right? Or you clip through a rock. If anything, that's going to help your game because you're going to get clips out there about it, right? It's already fucked because of the story.
As far as any specific reasons for the delay, he said that the response to Star Wars Outlaws plays a part in delaying Assassin's Creed Shadows. Again, I feel like everybody fucking can figure that part out themselves. So yeah, Moz is right. This is gonna be.
The gameplay's fucked. You would have to. The story's fucked. The gameplay's fucked. All right. You would have to go back and basically restart the game all over mechanically.
The best option is to get this out as fast as you can, get the main team on Assassin's Creed Black Flag, make that game, get everyone happy with Assassin's Creed again, and go and move forward with that.
Remember, they're putting out 10 Assassin's Creed games in the next 5 years.
Oh, well, it gets worse. We're not done with Ubisoft. Ubisoft CEO insists that X-Defiant's strategy is, quote, core amid plummeting financial performance. All right, listen, it's time for my X-Defiant, man. Ubisoft, you have the best fucking FPS game out there at the moment, okay? X-Defiant is a better shooter game than Black Ops 6. It fucking is.
No, it doesn't run.
At its core fundamentals, it's a better fucking game than Black Ops 6. But they fucked up everything around it, and unfortunately, with Black Ops 6 being out, we all knew Black Ops 6 was going to fucking steal all the players from this. Ubisoft has held a company call to update shareholders on the first half of the performance of financial year 2024. By the way, I do own a single Ubisoft share, so I am a shareholder, and I did not receive a company fucking call, and you cocksuckers have banned me on this fucking game. The call was pitted with negativity, with the firm's leadership expressing a downturn in the portfolio that has led to a drop as significant as, can you please read this part, Cream?
Minus 28.9% year on year.
While playtime and MUR counts are up, spending is down, and the recent poor performance of Outlaws has caused further internal issues at a time when things are already critical. However, the company's CEO, Yves Guillemot, has reassured everyone that despite X-Defiant's woes, games as a service remains a core strategy moving forward.
Dumb fuck.
In one question lobbied at Ubisoft CEO during the recent financial call, the radio silence around X-Defiant was noted. That's a good point, isn't it? Why is it so fucking quiet? Where you at, Mark? One analyst questioned why Ubisoft wasn't talking about X-Defiant and asked if it was an example of games as a service not panning out for the firm. You know, to that point, though, I would say if you want to look at a game as a service that's a total fucking failure, I would go to Skull and Bones. Within Ubisoft, obviously, we can point to Concord as the big one, but just within Ubisoft, I would say Skull and Bones. To that, Yves Guillemot said, X-Defiant is behind our expectations, but the games as a service strategy remains core. So Black Ops 6 came out and took all your fucking players and you're not releasing updates even though you have the fucking man that created the original Modern Warfare trilogy. He's on the fucking covers of the first two fucking games and you did nothing with him. You should have just stepped back and let him do everything. I
will say this. Over. I don't think it's fair to give Black Ops credit for taking away that audience. That audience was leaving before Black Ops 6 beta even came out.
That is
People
true,
were-
but with Black Ops 6 out, it's over. It's what everybody
it's
said.
DOA, yeah.
Everyone said this. Said you've got till Black Ops 6.
Let's go, Ubisoft, smart fellas.
Yeah. Get rid. Don't give a sequel to a game that actually made us money. Let's go put them on a remake.
How the fuck this game has no competitive scene is disgusting. I know we are all pretty over the whole everything has to be competitive. And I know a big selling point, even though it's a free-to-play game, but a big selling point of this game was the fact that it had no skill-based matchmaking. But this game would absolutely fucking thrive in a competitive scene. If you took what Ubisoft does with Rainbow Six Siege and just set up like a competitive scene like that and gave it to XDefiant, I think this game would fucking explode. But it's a little bit too late now. Rainbow Six Siege, just Siege, not Rainbow Six. The franchise, just Rainbow Six Siege, has almost made more money alone than any other Ubisoft franchise.
I believe it, man.
There's your proof.
This year it is wild because you know why? Because they actually have a competitive scene on the weekends where the biggest streamers, the biggest competitive people all verse each other just on the weekend, and they find out who's the best of the best, right? And that's just a weekend event that they do. They could set that up for XDefiant so fucking easily. You know what COD did? They paid a couple of those fuckers to come over to Black Ops. Why didn't Ubisoft go, hey, some of our biggest creators who aren't pussies, dumb fucks, and for some reason Australian, we could easily go get these fucks and bring them over. But no, you know what they did? You know what they fucking did? They paid a bunch of Aussie streamers who are cocks. Stop paying cocks.
Yeah, there's this weird connection between Australian streamers at PAX that are all sex offenders and being Ubisoft sponsored. So Ubisoft's major financial update, the same one, and has made clear a few tantalizing details about the company. One of the most interesting tidbits was the lifetime earnings of Ubisoft brands as live service titles. It is revealed that a standalone game, Rainbow Six Siege, has made almost more money than every other Ubisoft franchise. Now, granted, this game's been around for nearly 10 years, but still, that's a commitment within itself. You know, as someone that frequently likes to target Ubisoft for roasts and rants, I can't deny that they have a good track record when it comes to long-term support, okay? So, Rainbow Six Siege was released in 2016 as Ubisoft's flagship competitive shooter and has since become one of the most beloved FPS games on the market, giving away to a thriving esports ecosystem, amongst other things. It is one of the best definitions of live service operating model in the gaming world and still expand. I have to agree with that. For all of Ubisoft's fuckery, I have to agree with that. In a recent financial report published by Ubisoft, it revealed that since 2016, Rainbow Six Siege, again, just Siege, not Rainbow Six, Rainbow Six Siege made a whopping $3.8 billion US. It sits just behind the entire Assassin's Creed series, which made 4.3 billion, and Far Cry, which has made 2.1 billion. So this one game can compete with, it's made more money than the entire Far Cry franchise, and is just behind the entire Assassin's Creed franchise. But how many Assassin's Creed games are there? A fucking lot. So yeah, it's doing well. They're pretty much carried by Siege at this stage, and which is weird because Siege is carried by people like Jinxie.
They don't even pay Jinxie in that because he's too, he swears and carries on, right? And so they, like, why not just set up something like, I don't get it. I really don't fucking get it. It's so strange to me that Ubisoft have to be some of the dumbest cunts. They already have a system there ready to go, but no, let's not do it. I don't get it.